SmackDown with the backstage segment where they did. Ed said something to him like, "What are you looking at?" And he said something like, "I'm a loser." As far as the Jeff Hardy contract situation is concerned, I'll give you guys an update right now. This is going to be posted on the websites tomorrow. Jeff's not going to be leaving WWE, and a contract, not sure about the length of the contract, may only be a year or two, but he is going to resign. Hasn't done it yet, but it's imminent, which means it's very, very closely done. Has the contract that he's agreed to, and it should be ironed out probably by the end of this week. So Jeff's not going to be going anywhere for a while.
I got a part two on that.
Yeah.
The whole how they treated Matt Hardy before, how they just made him an ECW champion, and then after that they just made him upper mid card. Are they doing that same thing with Christian too?
Good question, Jose. You want to take that?
It's going to be almost the same thing in the same respect of Christian. And obviously, Christian eventually will end up being on one of the two bigger shows, either SmackDown or Raw. It all depends what angles SmackDown decides to go on. A lot of people are forgetting the fact that CM Punk is on SmackDown, and CM Punk will get that face big push because there's really not many. I mean, you have Jeff Hardy, you have Kane, which 1 week he's good, the next week is bad. Great Khali, which doesn't speak really too much volume. But
you've got Taker. You've got Taker coming back. It won't be for a little bit, probably a couple months. But you've got him over there as well on the SmackDown side of things. So when he returns, he'll be a major face. It's just getting by these next few months until he comes back as a major face. But yeah, I mean, like you said, Jose, the great Khali is there. But CM Punk, Jeff Hardy, like I said, is going to be there for a while. They've at least verbally agreed on a new deal. So that should be worked out here in the next week or two. We're going to put something up on the website, possibly later tonight or tomorrow on that. But he's not going to be leaving. So that's the update on that. So you'll have your fair share of faces over on the SmackDown brand. John Morrison as well, which I love. I love that idea of him going face. Hey, we got a wrestling head from the live chat room on WZR Radio. What's on your mind?
Hey, did you see on Monday Night Raw? Did you hear on Monday Night Raw the crowd boo the hell out of Jarrett, the Subway guy?
Yeah. Are you a fan of Jared the Subway guy?
No, I'm just saying. I just want you to talk about that.
They booed him. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is he had a cue card, like I said earlier, with the winner of the match on it. Which who says wrestling isn't scripted? Like I said earlier, but I don't know. They booed him. I think the crowd was so dead, because that happened right after that long segment with The Miz and Big Show and the Cena beatdown. You know what I mean? So they were already dead at that point, and then they seen, oh man, Jared the Subway guy is out there. And that's a wrestling crowd. They're gonna boo celebrities, most celebrities. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of them boo Mickey Rourke.
A spokesman. I mean, it's not. Maybe Buffalo is more of a Blimpley or Quizno territory than Subway, but I did find it extremely funny. I found it extremely funny that they booed him. I wonder how he feels. Welcome to wrestling, buddy.
Welcome to wrestling, Jared. Welcome to wrestling. Hey, let's. You want to keep taking phone calls? We got a bunch here, man. We could go on all night. Caller, you're live on WZR Radio. What's on your mind? Callie.
Yeah, it's me. Hey, what's happening to you guys? First off, a comment and two quick questions. The comment is, now, I know you've seen the Ricky Hatton and Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
First off, it was a trip because, the booker, and, I seen all the matches except for the main event, it froze. I said, what the? And I looked all over and I couldn't find nothing, but I went in Spanish and then it froze. So I had to close my whole thing down, look it up again, and I finally find it, but I already got the results ahead of time. They said what happened, online, and it was unbelievable. I'm shocked about that. And do you think that if Mayweather fights Pacquiao, which is going to happen, do you think he could? I don't think he could beat Mayweather. But what do you think about Pacquiao and Mayweather?
No, wait. You said you're shocked about what? Hatton defeating
2 rounds? Yeah, because Hatton seems like a street to me, like a street fighter, because he throws a couple punches and puts people in headlocks. Kind of like if you're fighting on the streets per se, we might throw a punch, then we start wrestling, then push each other off and throw another punch. That's how kind of sometimes he fights. If you see Hatton fight, he'll throw a quick couple punches and put somebody in the headlock or try to grab him and wrestle with him.
See, I wasn't surprised because you got to remember Pacquiao came off that destruction of Oscar De La Hoya and looked great in doing it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Comes out of that fight and then comes in and fights Ricky Hatton. And Ricky Hatton's been down before. I think I fully expected Manny Pacquiao to come out. I didn't expect it to end in a super knockout or 3 knockdowns, 2 knockdowns, and then the 3rd knockdown, which knocked him out cold. I didn't expect it to end that quick in the 2nd round or with 1 second left in the 2nd round, but I expected Pacquiao to come out and really take it to Hatton, and I thought Hatton was Hatton can take an ass whooping. You know that, man.
Yeah,
you know that. You know what I mean? And he just got caught, and that just shows the power of Manny Pacquiao. And now, I believe that Mayweather, they announced his return at the press conference prior to the pay-per-view. I believe he takes out Marquez, and then your money fight is Mayweather and Pacquiao. And to be honest with you, man, you got to understand, Pacquiao's coming off wins over Oscar De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton now, which is, that's awesome. That's awesome for Pacquiao. Mayweather coming off, a year retirement, coming back to fight Pacquiao? I don't know. I gotta pick Pacquiao again in that fight. Not to say that Mayweather's not able to beat him, because it's very possible, but I got to say that Pacquiao's in tip-top shape. Pacquiao right now in that division is the number 1 fighter in the world.
Yeah, that's going to be a major fight. I'm Mayweather, but we never know. Okay, my 2 questions. First off, about Hardy. I heard he might resign. Let's just say he says, you know what, screw this, I'm going to take a break, maybe in rock and roll or X Games, whatever he wants to do. And let's say after so many months or a year he wants to come back. If you're Vince McMahon, would you let him back again and say, you know what, no, you left us one time, for whatever reason, you TNA, we took you back, now you leave again, want to come back again? Would you take him? Screw you.
I'm gonna let Jose answer this because I think I know what his answer is going to be. But basically, it's all about crowd pop. The fans love the guy. It's all about merchandise. Jose, I'll let you take it from here, man. But Hardy would always, my opinion, Hardy would always be welcome back in WWE, unless it was for drugs or a 3rd strike or something like that. You know what I mean? But as far as you know what I mean, as far as coming back, leaving, coming back, I think he would always be welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I lost.
Last question.
I lost Jose, I believe. I think is Jose still here?
No, I put you with a hot tip by now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And one last question.
Sure.
I see you know what happens when they have the meetings about whatever the creative or whatever. How do you guys know? Do you actually be there with Vince and Shane and all of them in the meetings and taking notes and saying okay and come back and tell us, or how you know what they be saying in the meeting?
As far as sources, and what leaks out to the internet.
Oh yeah. Because you kind of say, well, not you in particular, but other people kind of say. They had a meeting and they were talking about this, that, the other. I'm like, well, dang, how do you know? Are you in Connecticut up there with Vince and them?
No, as far as sources, there are a few of them on the creative team. There's at least 2 of them that are in production, and a lot of them are talent, and a lot of the talent are picked up out of developmental, and then as they work their way up, they stay in touch with online reporters and things of that nature. But there are sources that are in creative team meetings, and several that are in the production end of it as well.
Oh, all right, man. All right, thanks, man.
All right, buddy, no doubt. I appreciate the call. Jose, do I have Jose Rivera? Jose?
I don't know what happened. I was about to answer the question, and for whatever reason, the call was disconnected.